Click, click, clap. What's going on, guys? I am SimpleSimon, and today we're going to another Melbourne Collectors Market. And just to clarify, Melbourne Collectors Market is the smaller show to the Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair. I feel like some people still get it mixed up, but today they're doing a new venue out in Werribee. Previously they've done Diamond Creek, Broadmeadows, and last time in Reservoir, which went off. Today is in Werribee. So it's a new place, which is exciting. And just looking at all the promotional stuff that Nian's done, looks like it's gonna go off. So it's a short day. It's only 9 AM till 2 PM, I think. So yeah, excited to see how big today gets. Let's go. Quick shout out to my Minions. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you're interested in exclusive members only videos, extended episodes of The Noob, and exclusive emojis, hit the join button to find out more about channel membership. But remember, your membership is not required. The best way to support the channel is by liking and commenting on videos. Mate.
Hello.
Werribee's far away.
The middle of the sticks.
What do you
Literally at the moment.
It's going to be a big show, right? I mean, you've got like, did you say you got DJs?
Yes,
and
Red Bull is here.
Red Bull
giving away free drinks.
Free Red Bulls?
Free Red Bulls.
Mate, I'll be here all
DJ,
day.
Food trucks.
Awesome.
Face painting, henna. Not just collectibles today, everything.
The Melbourne Collectors Market is no longer the small show.
No, it's getting bigger.
The small show is the big show.
The small show is the big show.
All right, mate. I'll see you inside.
All right, cheers, mate.
Alright, so I remember at the last Melbourne Collectors Market in Reservoir, I remember seeing someone making a comment on the post saying how it was crap because it was such a short day, it was only 9 AM to 2 PM, and he complained. He's like, it'll be closed by the time I get there. What a waste of time! Mate, if you can't wake your ass up to go to an awesome event, that's on you. Shout out to all the people lining up at 8:30 in the morning. That's how you do it. Keen. All right, you're gonna go for a bit of a walk from the gate to the venue, it looks like. So we'll go in there a little bit earlier and see if we can see some friends. Now, it was a bit of a walk from the front gate there into the actual building, but I was super excited to check it out because it was a new venue. This feels like something new. And there was a lot of new things, like all these food trucks here. You got some banh mi there on the left, you got some donuts. I didn't take note of the other thing, but you had food there. And you know me, I love food. Sometimes I wish I didn't love food, but you know. Anyway, you also had stalls on the outside as well as inside, and it was double stories. 2 levels on the inside, and there's Jack from Jack's Timeless Treasures, not even ready, and we're only moments from opening time. There's DTE collectibles set up all nicely, on time, as expected. Not like this guy, Jack. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Something different about today as well is they've actually got stalls outside as well. Hello! Oh no, you can't go on camera.
I'll say hi.
You guys set up out here? So here's a look at the outside stalls. Whoosh. And it was lucky, it was actually a perfect day. Blue skies, sun was out, and there's Arwen. Didn't have his guns out though, what's going on? I was a little bit concerned when I first heard there was going to be an outdoor area, but you couldn't have asked for a better day. It did get a little windy later, but that can happen. Now I did notice a little bit of a trend that as I was walking through here, there were a lot of tables that were still setting up. I think they had less time than usual. And before the event even opened, I made my first purchase here at Lesbian & Co. I think that's a play on words maybe. But they were lovely enough to write a nice message on my coffee, which made my day. It's a new day, baby. Yeah, let's go. Melbourne Collectors Market in Werribee. Got my coffee, I'm happy. Let's have a look inside from my coffee's point of view. Now, I actually set myself a challenge for this video. I may have mentioned in a previous video that someone said, you know, I often film the same tables and they've always got the same inventory. And yes, I like to film my friends and plug my friends. So in today's video, I'm going to do my best to film more tables that I don't normally film. I set myself that challenge. What's going on, Brandon? What's going on up there, mate? Is that security or is that
Absolutely
security? Are we starting the J Swish YouTube channel?
Oh no POV yet.
Is that on the cards? Is that on the cards?
No.
No?
I'm not that kind of guy.
You're exclusive to my channel, mate. We'll sign a contract.
No.
Alright, we're still on the ground floor. The ground floor was kind of set up like an O, I guess. There was like a wall going down the middle, and there was a front area, and then there were two sides. So you literally like do a lap of the bottom floor there. And there's Charlie from Bulldog Comics. And yes, I know I film Charlie all the time, but the event hasn't started yet, so it doesn't count. Wait until the event starts, you'll see.
Oh, Billy G. Mate. Ooh. You're not very prepared, mate. We're about to open up. This guy runs his own show, not ready at like 5. Look, the line's already waiting. My goodness. All right, I'm going to go upstairs and have a squiz.
Alright, so up the stairs we go to see more stalls. This way, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Now, I'm guessing the line at the gate started to get out of control, so they start to let people line up at the front of the ground floor there. Look at this line. It's like hordes of zombies from The Walking Dead. Oh, and then I bumped into my buddy Tom from Issues, Comics and Culture. And then here we are upstairs, and this was a lot of space up here as well. And I saw my friend Samantha from Titchy Yozzy, so I thought I'd stop and have a chat.
I reckon if I had a table here, I'd be set up by now. Hello. Organized, on time. I'm actually shocked how many people don't seem like they're ready. It's 8:55. And there's a big ass line outside. I said to Billy, I was like, can you not see that line? Right there.
Alright, so doors were still yet to open, so I thought I'd plug some of my friends while I still can. This table belongs to King of the Street. Gotta sell them all. And then you got Uwu Mart here. Well, I actually haven't filmed Uwu Mart that often, so I'm allowed to film these guys as much as I want. They brought the Labubus, all the Pokemon goodness, amongst other things. This table belongs to Rod from That Aussie Collector, and I do tune in with him a little bit later because apparently he's a Labubu expert.
Mate, there's a big line outside. I don't know if you know.
Listen, one-man army today.
Oh man, Limit Break Collectibles. This is him. 2 minutes before this comes in. Don't worry, man. They'll take some time to make their way upstairs. So.
Not ready.
Line's about to come in. Coffee is good. Oh my god. It's the King of the Street. Check it out. It's King of the Street. Is that Werribee?
Now, remember when I made that Walking Dead reference just a second ago? Check this out. Tell me this doesn't look like hordes of zombies from Walking Dead, except they're like the walking collectors. That was terrible. I hope you guys know that I know that I'm cringe, but every now and then, just sometimes, I come up with comedy gold. So the hordes had made their way inside and the place was absolutely poppin'. You got Mr. Collectible there making some sales. Oh, I actually forgot to say hi. Mr. Collectible, if you're watching this, I do apologize. I didn't say hi. I feel very rude. But anyway, onwards with the tables that I don't normally film. You guys want some ears? Some clip-on ears. You can get them at the Melbourne Collectors Market. How about some brick art? Maybe you're a Geelong supporter. Boom. Geelong brick art. You got crochet and 3D prints, I think, there. All these tables I've never filmed before. And if you want to know where to follow these guys, boom. Doing my part for the community. I saw these guys at Sunbury recently, Bricks Corner, but check these out. I was quite intrigued. It's like Lego weapons. Like, they look pretty damn cool. Like, pretty convincing too. If you're like in the Lego movie. And don't forget the Melbourne Collectors Market and the Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair always like to showcase artists and creators as well. So you had a lot of art on show. And this table belongs to my friends at Kuro Neko. And yes, I filmed them at a lot of events, but they have expanded. They got statues, they got vintage toys, they had Star Wars. It was actually Star Wars Day. So these guys are smart. They brought all the Star Wars with them. But of course, they're known for their little cute trinkets and pins. And if you want to give them a follow, get out your phones. Kuro Neko, there's their QR code. I had a couple of chats with this table here who specialized in Sanrio, Hello Kitty, and all that good stuff with, hey, there's my face in the mirror, in the vintage mirror. And just like our friend Sophie from Sophie Collects Sanrio, who's on hiatus, these guys get all their stuff in from Japan. So shout out to you guys. Give them a follow on Instagram as well. And this table here belongs to Gemini Druid, who is still setting up, but I had to get a shot. She is queen of the custom Gunpla. I learnt that word, Gunpla. It's like Gundam. Now, I've seen people sell amiibos at shows, but this dude here, he was king of the amiibos. I'm actually after the Ryu amiibo, but only if it's cheap, because I don't know how much amiibos cost. But I don't want to buy it if it's expensive. Anyway, Action Figure Repairs was in the house. They had some vintage figures. They had heaps of cool stuff here at Action Figure Repairs. They also do cards. And not only do they repair action figures, guess what? They also repair cards. I don't know how that works, but they do it. And they had some great figures on show. I'd never seen these Blackest Nights figures. Check it out, they even had bubbles at this event. I love bubbles. Anyway, Blacklist Cards and Collectibles. I don't believe I've ever filmed this store, so let's check out their table. Also, to the dude who actually said to me that I often film the same tables and the same inventory, I didn't take offense to that, by the way. I can take constructive criticism. Sometimes I'll disagree, and sometimes I'll absolutely agree. So hopefully you guys watching do actually see some new stuff in this video. Check this out. Everything in this tub was 50% off, and they had Star Wars Barbies. Oh my god, so want to be a Barbie guy. And check it out, this Luke Skywalker statue, only 60 bucks. Now, I'm not sure if it was half off 60 or if it was already halved, but that's pretty cheap. This dude here actually had heaps of cool stuff on his table, but unfortunately didn't have a store name for me to share with you guys. Now this dude here, I've filmed his table a few times at events, but not a lot, but I've never really given his store a plug. So today we're going to do that. So check out CRZ, or CRZ, we're in Australia. CRZ Comics and Collectibles. Alright, so I've shown you most of downstairs. Time to go upstairs and see what it looks like with people. I actually found something quite unique at the King of the Street table. Now, it's not a PS5, but this might be King of the Sprays. Check that out. How cool is that? It's like the coolest spray bottle I've ever seen. Check it out. I ran into Phil from Angel Grove Collectibles.
What's up, guys? SimpleSimon fans, what's up?
Just the commoner today, mate. No shop. Gets to enjoy the day.
Finally.
What's that like?
It's refreshing. I've got some goodies. Hang on, let me pull them out.
Let's get the exclusive for. You know what? I like it, Phil, when you do content on your Instagram. You sometimes share your own collection. You should do more of that.
Well, speaking of that, I'm actually going out to buy a camera very soon. So keep your eyes peeled, guys.
Ooh,
but
all right, let me know, man. We'll give you a plug, right?
All right, let's get this all together. So, good friends over at Action Figure Repairs hooked us up with this Ninja Megazord, which is in a smaller scale. And I found out the story. So the story goes that when the movie came out in 1995, they didn't have the large scale one ready for the movie, so they needed something like ASAP. So that's where this came in, and this, I don't have this in my collection. It is missing the sword, but I don't care about that. I'll find one. But
the funniest thing is you'll find the sword on its own, it'll cost more than the figure by itself.
Yeah.
Because they know how bad you want that sword.
That's exactly right. So that's that one. And then the Pokemon obsession has slowly started with me.
Oh no.
So-
Are we going to start seeing more Pokemon stuff at your... Oh, well, you sell Pokemon
I
cards.
do sell Pokemon cards,
right.
but it's mainly sealed stuff.
Yeah.
and
It's not a
this-
good idea to bring them to shows, right?
No. And I am a big Magneton collector,
go.
so this is a 3D printed Pokeball Magnemite. So yeah, very cool. Very cool. Very cool.
Awesome. Well, before I let you go, mate, if you guys buy anything from Angel Grove Collectibles for the month of May, you go into the running to win $1,000
So
cash.
yes, we are doing.
Get in on it.
We're doing another $1,000 giveaway. Oh, there goes the mic. See, I'm not good at this, Simon, but I'll hold it. But yes, we are doing another $1,000 giveaway. Visit angelgrovecollectibles.com. Place an order between now and the 25th of May. It's not all of May because I'm going to Japan at the end of it. So
25th of May, it's cut
yes, free promo here, so I appreciate it. I'm going to have to invoice Simon.
I'm-
Simon's going to have to invoice me.
I might have been looking on your website the other night. I was like, $1,000 cash, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we'll hook you up. Simon is a legend. Make sure you follow him, subscribe, do everything, like, comment, whatever you have to do on Instagram, YouTube. God, see?
He's practicing for his own channel.
Yeah,
we'll get
we're
there.
getting there slowly. But yeah, thanks guys.
Enjoy the
Appreciate
show,
it.
man.
Simon, you're a legend, mate. Appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Hey guys, this is Mitch. He's a fan of the channel and he's gotten me a gift.
Yep, Arkham Battering.
That's awesome. Thanks, man. I'll throw that at someone today. Actually, it might break if I throw it at someone. But thank you, man. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Fight off all your fans. Second thing was...
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Oh, that's wicked, man. That's the Red Hood logo.
Yeah, so I've 3D printed everything.
Oh, you've 3D printed this stuff. Even the batarang thing.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. That's the good Red Hood symbol too.
This is from something that's called The Children.
Oh
I know
my.
it's your favourite comic, so...
Oh man, thank you so much. That's awesome. I'm going to give this to a friend to paint it up for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then the biggest thing took the longest to print.
I just saw through that.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. Thank you so much, dude. I'll put that in the background of my videos, mate,
Yeah,
on my
sweet.
wall there. So,
Yeah.
mate, Mitch, thank you so much, man.
I was thinking, what could I give him? And then I was like, I saw that you could turn an image into a 3D, and I'm like, yeah, perfect.
That's cool, man. Is there something? What do you collect, dude?
A lot of Batman comics and that.
Batman. So you mostly comics, or you do a bit of everything?
Mostly comics and that, like, yeah.
Oh, cool. Man, that's very kind of you, Mitch. I appreciate that so much, man. Thanks you so much. Thanks, brother. Just so people know that I'm an honest person and I'm not going to mess it up, get out of here. Chris, if you're watching this, I apologize. I didn't know you were an adult. And I apologize that I said that I was going to make someone's child happy.
Well, I mean, he is my child.
Yes.
It's just not.
But he's now your adult.
He's my adult child. Yes.
And spoiler alert, but I did a video where I opened Sarah's half and we didn't pull anything good.
Oh.
So I think the good stuff might be in your half. So good luck, mate.
We'll have to let you know. Thank you.
Yay. It's like $150 worth of cards there.
Yeah.
This table here belonged to Jacinta T Artistry, and she had some super cool art on her table. In fact, I saw them promote one of her things that she was selling on the table, so I had to go have a look. Check out these badass keyrings she had. And then I bumped into a TV superstar who just happens to be an expert on Labubu's.
Could I ask a question, sir?
Sure. Hello.
Do you have any Labubus? Oh, you actually do. Wait, did you buy one?
Bought one here.
Is this your first Labubu?
Yeah, my daughter. She finally broke me. So
Oh yeah, mine was the one I bought the other week. That was for my daughter too.
we're finally Labubu. Pop my Labubu cherry.
I totally forgot. I was actually supposed to wear mine today after seeing your little
on the
video
project.
yesterday. Yeah,
Yes.
good job, mate. Good
So
job.
yeah, my daughter's been asking, and I was like, all right, I've done the thing, I've done the TV spot, so now I have to get one.
There you go. All the rage. See, people were like, "Why is this guy talking about Labubus?" Well, now he officially can. Thanks, mate.
No respect.
Just for some context, the project did a little segment about Labubus, and they actually interviewed Rod there on the project. So that was pretty cool to see. Yo, you guys want to follow the Trader Bros? Get your phones out, there's the QR code. I see these guys at all the shows as well, and they bring all the comic books. They've got keys, they've got slabs, and they also do some Pokemon card goodness because they know where the money's at. And speaking of Pokemon, how cool are these Pokemon balls? I'm not a Pokemon guy, but even I can respect how cool these Pokemon balls are. Even Phil earlier from Angel Grove Collectibles picked one up, and if you want to own one of these yourself, there's the contact details. I got your back. Now this back area had so many Pokemon stalls it was really hard to walk around, but I still managed to bump into a mate.
Get out of my way.
What brings you here, mate?
Oh, a bit of everything, mate.
What are you searching for?
Come for a walk. This is my local.
Is it really?
This is my local,
mate,
yeah.
it took me forever to get here this morning.
I can imagine.
I left at 7:15 this morning.
Oh, it's bloody great. I think it looks awesome. Yeah, how good is walking in? Inside, outside?
Yeah, well, I was
One of the
walking.
first inside, outside one.
I like. It's a perfect day for outside too, right?
Yeah, it's great. I was a little bit windy. I saw some people
Oh, really?
losing stuff off their shelves. And
Okay.
That, but,
What are you hunting for, mate? I see you're looking at Pokemon cards.
yes, I am.
Is that?
I've given in.
You've given in.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got
Tried for
a
as long as I could.
Pokemon card unboxing video coming, mate.
Excellent.
Yeah. So
It's become a space issue for me.
yeah, and
Carded vintage figures take up a lot of space. So that's probably my main driver.
yeah.
And also between houses at the moment. So
Oh, okay.
I've got all my vintage figs, all my box figs, all my case figures, all my ultimate figure protection cases. They're all bubble wrapped, they're all in hiding. It's like Toy Story 4.
I'm here with John and Viv. I got it right?
Yeah.
John and Viv? Okay, cool. I see you guys at every event now.
We do. We go to everyone pretty much.
we stalk him.
Yeah. No, yes, we're just
The red hair.
stalking.
Well, I'm glad that you guys always come and say hi, but I noticed you guys are now doing content on Instagram.
We're trying to. We just figured we're here all the time. And we do a lot.
But you guys you're not just into Pokemon cards. I mean, all I see you buy now is Pokemon cards, but you're into other stuff, right?
We are. Like, I collect some Pop-Mart figures. We also
Okay.
into Lego.
Yeah, we went to Lego for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's all Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pokemon fever.
Yeah,
Do you have a Labubu?
I don't. I'm not into Labubu. Not that I've got anything against it. I just
okay.
think it's
gonna-
cute, but I'm not.
I was supposed to. The only reason I bought one is because I saw a video and you can dress them up.
Yes, you
and
can.
and I want to dress them up. And then when I said that to myself, I was like, wait a sec. That's like dressing up a doll.
It is dressing up a doll.
Pretty much.
It's just a doll that you can hang on your bag and take around with you.
I've changed, man. But I was supposed to wear it on my bag today to be cool, and I forgot. So
You're gonna have to get one where it's half red, so it matches you.
yeah, I've seen some people customize them and they like color them and stuff like
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah, maybe I can dye mine. Oh, I'd feel
you're gonna have
bad.
to do that.
I'd feel bad.
It's fine. Just get normal hair dye.
All good to speak to you guys, and I'll put your Instagram link somewhere here. If you guys like Pokemon content and you want to see packs getting ripped every day,
Oh yes.
see,
We have to.
I follow.
Yeah. Thank
Good,
you.
good to see you guys.
Good to see you too.
See ya.
So as I'm sure you can already see, there were plenty of Pokemon cards on display. So let's change it up and take a look at some art. So I thought I'd better check back in with Limit Break and see how his table setup was going, and look at that, all set up and looking sweet. Now for all you comic book collectors, don't forget the best comic book fair going around is the Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair. If you're looking for hot books, they're at Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair. Now there was free Red Bull, but all you greedy bastards got to it before me, and they ran out before I got to them. Shame. But they did have a DJ, so the party was rocking all day long. Alright, so at this point I was aimlessly wandering around. I'd been at the event for quite some time, so I was trying to figure out stuff that you hadn't seen yet. Oh my god, hot fresh donuts? No way! Check this out. You know I love food and we got to show some food porn, so check this out. Spicy Ranger Donut. You see that on the top left? What a cool name. Oh, and you guys know I love loose figure hunting, right? Check this out. I've never seen this before. Loose anime statues. I mean, they're not figures. I mean, they're kind of figures, but they're statues. They're not action figures. I've never seen like tubs and tubs of just loose anime statues. Pretty cool, right? And it's only fitting that you could find them at Anime Town. I love that name. Back in the day, we used to just throw town at the end of everything, and it all came from that band. What was that band? They sang that Crazy Town. Crazy Town. We used to always say town at the end of everything. The best town though was when we went to Party Town.
Mitch picked up some Alex Ross goodness, and he's about to learn something about treasury-sized comic books. Have fun finding somewhere for it to sit, because it doesn't fit on shelves.
Great.
Now this table here I filmed a couple of times at these events, but I believe I first saw them at an art convention. I think it might have been KaiCon maybe? Recently, if you guys saw my video where I went to the Mill Market, I happened to come across the Atomic Blonde comic store there, which had some great stuff, but it was cool to meet these guys in person. Oh, and if you're free in October and you feel like tracking out the Bendigo, make sure you check out the Bendigo Expo, which is also run by these guys. Unfortunately, I'll be overseas, so I'm going to miss out, but do check that out if you guys are free. And let's check in on those Labubus. Oh my goodness, they're all sold out. And not only were the Labubu sold out, but Ubu Mart had sold out of everything. I don't know if I've ever seen a table so bare at the end of an event. Well, there was still like an hour or so to go too.
There's nothing left, mate.
No,
it's like sold out the whole table. This is...
We got cleaned out today.
This is what you want though, right?
Yeah, I mean, amazing. It's just, it's tough to source.
Yeah. Okay.
But,
hey, what's going on? You guys find anything?
Here's some vintage for all you vintage collectors who always complain that there's never enough vintage. And also, since there were so many Pokemon cards there, I feel like I didn't do enough of these close-up shots. So this is for all you Pokemon collectors to get off to.
If you guys are mostly into your comic books and you want to go to the hottest comic book show in town, it's the Werribee Comic and Toy Fair. That is the one to be at. It's the only show where I sell my stuff.
Exclusive contract.
That's right. That's right. He's paying me the big bucks to.
And he doesn't know where that contract is being held. So.
Yeah. So be there, July.
Be there, July 13th.
That's it.
Sunday.
Alright, before I was done with the day, I thought I'd tune in with Nyan, who runs the event, to see if he's got any news to give me, and also stick around to see what I went home with.
I'm here with Nyan.
Hello.
The man behind the event. As always, huge day.
It's been massive.
New things, food trucks, DJs.
Red Bull.
Red Bull. How have you found it?
Overwhelming.
As always, yeah.
That's probably the best word to use. It's been a different style event, having outdoor stalls as well. That added a whole new element of, I don't even know what the word is, my brain's not working.
Well, like, obviously you like the venue?
Yes. Love the venue. It seems like from customers and stall holders, the overwhelming consensus is they all like it. So,
yeah, I was a little bit concerned when you said there was going to be an outside, because like, how do you predict that? The weather's going to be good, and it was perfect. It did get a little bit windy later in the afternoon, I saw.
Yep.
But like overall, it's been a great day as always, man. So,
yeah, look, the outdoor stall holders, they do this for a living. Most of them, they know what to expect.
What comes with
the setup for outdoors. So, they're well aware that it could bucket down with rain. But we've been fortunate today. It's been lovely.
Yeah. And is there any news coming out that you might be able to spill for us? Anything newer planned? What's gonna, any other new things, surprise? Any other surprises we can expect for the rest of the year?
2-day event. We're talking to people, give us your feedback, whether you'd like to see something like that being done.
That's a big one. I have heard, I think someone else mentioned that you'd mentioned that to them, and I was like, that's ambitious.
We're looking at it. We're looking at logistics on how to do it, how to do the engagement with store holders, customers, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of planning, but that probably won't be happening this year.
For those who have made it this far in the video, you guys can let us know in the comments, what do you guys think of a 2-day Comic and Toy Fair? Because it's, I mean, these are different than your Comic Cons and things. I mean, it's kind of that middle ground, I feel like, but I don't think there is a 2-day event. So
No. We've had some great feedback from a lot of the stalls that were here today, giving us ideas, which is exactly what I wanted. So
Mate, this guy stresses so much over a 1-day event. Can you imagine? Can you imagine him doing a 2-day event?
I was stressing this morning. We had issues this morning, but we got through it.
That's good, mate. Yeah. All right, well, your next show is going to be Resi,
June 15th. Reservoir, not Thornbury. Yeah.
And that's the Melbourne Collectors Market,
the mini one,
not the Comic and Toy Fair. This is also a collector's market.
Yes.
I had to explain that at the start of the video because I feel like some people
It feels like the Comic and Toy Fair.
Well, yes, because this is not a small show.
No, it wasn't. And then after that, the Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair is back November 2, which is the sort of Melbourne Cup long weekend.
Cool. All right. Cool, mate. Well, good to chat to you, and I'll see you at the next one.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks, mate.
Yo, do you love these videos so much that you want to rock some Simple Simon swag? I've got 5 designs that can get printed onto t-shirts, stickers, bed sheets, shower curtains and more, so I can be with you always. Link to my Redbubble store is in the description below.
I got this Simple Simon clock from the Simple Simon Redbubble store. It tells the time really good.
All right, I'm back. Massive day as always for me. I got there at 8:30 in the morning. And I didn't leave till a little bit after 2. So I didn't even realize, I thought I left before they finished up, which was 2 o'clock. As I was walking out the gate, it was like 10 past 2 or something like that. So I was there for the whole day and I got plenty to show you, and hopefully I'll be able to do it in a short amount of time. All right, I really dig the new venue. That was really, really cool, that venue. There was a lot of space to walk around, kind of. Upstairs where they had the Pokemon cards, that was pretty hectic. But they definitely could have probably fit more stalls in there. So I believe if they choose to do Werribee again, I reckon they'll probably have more tables next time. My biggest complaint for me was, and I mentioned it to Nine, I think, when I chatted to him, the outdoor stalls that were off to the side, they really probably should have been at the front, and the food trucks probably should have been off to the side. I think that makes sense. I think it just would have spread the crowd out a little bit more doing it that way, and then have the food trucks as the last thing they see, and they're like, hey, we've seen everything, let's get some food and then go do round 2, you know? So that'd be my 2 cents, I guess. I think that's all I got to say about the event. Again, for those who are maybe newer to the channel and you want to know where to find these events, I've been mentioning in the last few videos, if you go to my YouTube channel homepage, there's a little tab called Posts. Click on that and I'll be regularly updating upcoming events, so look out for that SimpleVerse calendar. All right, first, I did get Sarah a little Kuromi here. So this came from the store Kitty Wonderland, who do like vintage Sanrio stuff. And I had a good, no, don't, please, don't knock things over. So yeah, I actually had a good chat to these two. They're fairly new to the scene. They were at the Thornbury event, the Melbourne Comic and Toy Fair, and he was asking how I find out about these events, and then I showed him my little calendar. So hopefully we'll see more of Kitty Wonderland at fairs with our friend Sophie collects Sanrio out of the picture. Those guys can take over that Sanrio space. All right, next. So this came from the artist Jacinta T Artistry. Hopefully you can see that. I'm sure I'll have all the links in the description anyway, but I saw this getting posted the other night, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So she had these key rings and they're little face huggers, but they're double-sided, and the other side is actually the outer side of the egg. So I thought that was pretty cool that they were all double-sided, all these key rings that she had, but they weren't the same image on both sides. It wasn't just like a reversed image. So that's super cool. So I picked that one up. And I had a bit of a chat there to Jacinta T. So thank you for that. What else did I get? Now I did show these in the video, but I will show them again. Big shout out to Mitch, who I did get in the video. He did reach out to me and say he had something for me. So he wanted to sort of meet me today. And then he bumped into me and he had all these really, really cool gifts to give me. And again, I did show them in the video, but I'll go through them again quickly. And he actually 3D printed all this stuff himself. So firstly, he printed me this. This one I told him, you know what, that will go on the background there. I'm gonna redo my background soon. So I'll pop that up there as a thank you to Mitch. He was such a smart kid. I think he's only like 14, he told me. He was really, really smart. He's really into his comic books. He knows a lot of stuff. We were chatting for comic books for about 15, 20 minutes, I reckon. And yeah, just a really, really smart kid and just, yeah, real chatty. I really enjoyed talking to him. And so he also printed me this. So he knew so much about my channel, he was telling me stuff about me. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. So that's the Red Hood logo, but the new Red Hood logo, my Red Hood, this Batarang, ooh, hoo, 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 look at that. That's really cool. And then this is the best. When he showed me this, I was like, that is so sick. So he also printed me this, which is an Erica Slaughter, like little bust, which is awesome. Like, I don't have a 3D printer, obviously, but I'm just, like, people who do, I'm always like, you know, you can go into business making things like this, right? Like, if you were good at painting too. So I'm not good at painting, but I know a guy. So Jin, if you're watching this, I might pass this on to you to see if you can maybe paint this up and make it look like a legit statue. That's so cool. I'm really, really excited. When I saw that one, I was like, that's cool, because Something's Killing Children is my favorite comic book series, but there's no, I mean, there's some merch, like t-shirts and stuff, but there's no like toy, statues, collectible type stuff. There's nothing. So that's super cool if I can get that painted up to look good. All right, so shout out to Mitch. Yeah, thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciated the chat. While I was chatting with Mitch, there was a gentleman, I believe his name was John. He just came up and said, you don't know me, but I have a gift. Like I said, gifts are just becoming standard now when I go to shows. And he had this comic book, and if you know, you know, it's a nice little card cover. And I believe your name was John. Hopefully I got that right. I'm terrible with names, so if I did get it right, I think I deserve some points there. Yeah, cool card cover to add to the collection. I'm gonna really need to start a box with a card cover theme. And then I picked up 2 books from Billy G. Billy's got his Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair event coming up in July. I bought this Tank Girl cover because it's just a classic homage. I love comic books when they do this homage. Obviously, it's an homage to the famous Janet Jackson Rolling Stone cover, I believe it was. And I just think Tank Girl's a cool character. I haven't really read much from Tank Girl. I do have a couple of Tank Girl books, but that's like old school design of Tank Girl. And yeah, I just love when they pay homage to that famous image of Janet Jackson. So that was super cool. Got that one from Billy. This is Masters of the Universe. It's an issue 1, yeah? Yeah, first issue on Image Comics, and it's the famous Dolph Lundgren He-Man cover. I don't know if Dolph knows about this, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's meant to be him. The art in here is fantastic, by the way. The funny thing is, I was flicking through Billy's books and I saw those 2 books, and his table was really busy and I wanted to sort of chat to him for a bit, so I left, I came back around, and when I came back around, there was a dude that had this book in his hand, and I was like, it wasn't a big deal. If I didn't get this book, it was like, whatever, it's only 10 bucks. But yeah, then he put it back in the box and I was like, hell yeah, give that to me. So that's it. Didn't spend a huge amount of money, which is good. Again, hopefully this video turned out all right. I feel like I did a lot more talking today to people, which is what I wanted. And I did really try to film a lot of tables that aren't the usual suspects. I kind of, you know, chatted to my friends that I see at all the events, but I tried to really get a lot more footage of tables that I don't normally film. So again, any links that you want to follow, I'm gonna put as many down in the description as I can. And the rest of May, I think I've got off. There is a card event at the end of May. Someone mentioned the other day, I can't remember, I think it's just called the Melbourne Card Show or something like that. I don't know if I'm gonna go to that. I'll put it on my calendar when I update the calendar next for people to go to, because obviously cards are obviously very popular. But I've gone to 5 events in the last 6 weeks, and yeah, I think it's about time I have a bit of a break on Sunday and spend some quality time with Sierra, because Sunday is actually our only day off, and I'm always like, hey, we're going to this event. So I don't know if I'm going to go to any more events for the rest of May, but June is action-packed. So there is a ton of stuff coming up in June and July. After this vlog, hopefully I'll be able to release all the vlogs that have been sitting in the backlog of all the shops that I've been visiting recently. So the content will keep on going, but there is going to be a little bit of break between events. So anyway, I'm rambling. I want this video to be short, and I'm sure it's probably reached the 40-minute mark by now. Oh, and shout out to all the all the people I chatted to today. I had, again, just all the fans, you know, I guess you can call, I can definitely call them that now. Like the amount of people, I'm feeling it. They come up and tell me, they say, I'm a fan of your channel. So I can refer to you as fans. It's getting overwhelming, but I love it. It's really good. It just lets me know that my channel is maybe on its way somewhere. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoyed this. And until next time, I'm Simple Simon. Tell your friends and keep it simple.